Hi creatives, greetings from my end. It's been a while on here. I've really been busy, very busy lately. But then I said, let me show you, a bit of the things that I've been working on. And one of them is this structured detail that you can see on this dress. It's really stylish, it's really trendy, it's really beautiful, and it can change a really simple dress to a very classy one. Okay, I explained in detail how you can make this in this video, and even the measurements and all is right in this very video. So I'll be explaining to you the materials you'll be using, how to take your measurements, how to structure this detail, how to fix it, how to even embellish it. I explained all that in detail in this video. Now you can see that the blouse is a drop shoulder blouse. Okay, I've already started embellishing it with deconstructed lace applique from the Indian wrapper that I am using to make it. So here you can see the structured detail that I have already made. Okay, here you can see the structured detail, but I'll be explaining in detail how I made this detail, how I embellished it and all. And probably in my next, I may be sharing most of the tips that I used to make this blouse, and you won't want to miss that. If you watch here, you're going to see a Duchess fabric. You will see cloth gum, regilene, and hairstay. Yeah, I have a couple of things on here. You can see the structured detail I've already made, but then I am going to make a fresh one to show you every bit of the process I took in making it. What I brought out now is my hairstay. Okay, I have hairstay, cloth gum, I have the fabric, I have the regilene there, and I have the Duchess fabric. So this is what I have. I'll keep it aside and then show you how to take the measurements. To take the measurements of this, you have to start from center front and move around the arm, just as you can see, and get to the center back. And that is it. Okay, make sure that it's free. See how I am, illustrating how you should make it free, not like making it to be tight on the arm. Okay, or if you want to make it tight, then after measuring it, you have to add 4 to 5 inches extra to your measurements. When you make that measurement, feel free to fold your fabric as I'm folding it, and then I folded once and then twice, and I'm going to fold the third time. Fine, because I want to make I want to cut two different things at the same time. It's the same thing, but one will be the lining and one will be the fabric. Now, what I measured was 14, and here is 7 inches. That is half of 14 because this fabric is on fold. Now here, the measurements I finally took was, I took 2.5 there finally and 1.5 here. Okay, that is, it's on fold, and I'm cutting 2 at once. I hope you understand what I'm doing. Don't worry, when I open up, you will understand better. I'm cutting 2 at the same time, the fabric and the lining. Now I'm cutting from the 2.5 inches mark to the 1.5 inches mark, and this is what I have. See what I have when I opened it up. You can see that the tip or the edges are narrow compared to the middle. Okay, when you have done this, the next thing to do is to just go ahead and apply your cloth gum on one, and then apply hairstay on the other. Apply cloth gum on one and hairstay on the other. So that is what I'm going to do now. Then I'll show you what I have. Here I have applied the hairstay and the cloth gum. The one with the hairstay is quite soft, just as you can see, and the one with the cloth gum, this is thick cloth gum. It's not like the soft one, as you can see in the video. It has really made that one to be stiff. Okay, all right, now I'm covering the one with the hairstay with my fabric. I want to cover that one with the fabric because that will serve as the main fabric, while the other one will serve as the lining. I hope you understand. So having cut it now, I will go and stitch them together. All right, now for this one that is with the cloth gum or thick cloth gum, I will be, or you can call it this peplon stay. Yeah, that's the peplon stay that I used to structure that. Now I'm going ahead to draw where I want to put my regilene bone. Okay, when I stitch it down, you will see where I stitched it. I just made that line faint, but I hope you understand. So this boning, I'm going to be using it. That is the right boning to use, but the tinier one is still fine. This is more like 3/8 inch boning, okay? But I finally used a tinier one, that is this black one, because I still need that white one for the for some projects. So I decided to use the one that I don't really like need, but yeah, it gave a very good result as well. Now here I have stitched down the boning on the one with the cloth gum. As you can see how I taped the tip of the boning before stitching it down. This regilene has a part that you can stitch on. Regilene bone, it has part that you can stitch on. That's what I'm pointing here. If you stitch on there, your thread will not cut, but if you try to stitch towards the middle, your thread will be cutting, okay, as you stitch. Now what I'm going to do is to close up. I'm going to stitch up. After doing this, I was thinking it's too wide. The seam allowance is supposed to be ½ inch, but I had to use 1 inch to stitch this, okay? I had to use 1 inch to stitch it. I'll go ahead and stitch it, then I'll show you what I have. Now what I stitched is one part of this structured detail, and I'm trimming out ½ inch. I used 1 inch to stitch it. I trimmed out half and left half. Now I'm going to trim out half again from this other side. I've not stitched this side. I'm not going to stitch this side because if I stitch it down like that, it's going to be very difficult to turn it over. Now what I'm going to do is to iron it. Watch closely to see what I'm doing. I will form it very well like so, and I'm going to iron it down. Then on that open side, I'm going to fold in ½ inch, as you can see me do, and I will iron it down. Okay, I'll fold ½ inch in there and I will iron it down. Now I've ironed it down, the next thing to do is just to arrange it very well, really nicely, and then stitch it down. When I stitch it down, I will still iron again so that everything will lay really flat and fine for me. Now here I have already done that, and you can see the results. Now this is how to make your structured detail. That part that you top stitched on, I can use applique to like block it off if I don't want it to be visible. But of course it's very, very neat. It doesn't matter. Or you can still stitch the same line on the other end so that it will just look uniform. Just be creative. That is it. So now you can see how I pinned it down because this is the measurements I used. You can see that the 14 inches measurement is just perfect. You can just place it the way you want it. Turn it up, turn it to be quite horizontal, or just anyhow you want it. You can place this detail. You can even fold it over like this and apply just in front without getting it to the back. Just feel free to be creative and explore with this design. Now this is what I have, and that is how to make your structured detail. Now I'll be showing you next how you can apply trimmings on this structured detail. I'm using lace fabric, luxury fabric. I believe I will be able to show you in subsequent videos some of the processes I took while making this blouse. Okay, so here you can see the applique. I just trimmed it out from this Indian lace fabric. This is the blouse fabric. I'm just trying to know the best design for it. Finally, I chose the design that this very piece will be facing each other. So I decided to apply 2 to 1 and then 1 to the next. Now, this is the structured detail that I made earlier. Okay, or you can still use the same to, apply on any structured detail, okay, that you're making. This is the one that I made that I am using on the blouse I am making. Now you can see how I arranged it. I'm just going ahead to pin it down. Now this is the process you're going to take. When you are trimming out, some people use soldering iron, but I prefer scissors. Just be careful not to cut the thread, the joining thread. Just avoid it and you will get a perfect result. Here I have stitched it down with needle and thread. Okay, don't worry, in subsequent videos you will be seeing a lot that went on while I was making this blouse. You won't want to miss it. Just make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you will be the first to know when I upload the steps that I took in making this blouse. You won't want to miss it. Now this is what I came up with. I have stitched one part, the front part. I'm just trying to be sure that it's giving me exactly the perfect formation that I want. That is what I'm trying out here. And that is how you do yours as well. Ensure that it's formed perfectly well, even after your measurements. Ensure that it is giving you exactly what you want. Now you can see what I achieved. This is beautiful. Now I'm going ahead to stitch it down when I was okay with the formation, right? I tacked it with needle and thread. The next thing to do is to tack this very thing, this very detail on the blouse. Now when you tack it on the blouse, you just go ahead and use applique to cover the rough edge, and that is all. It's that simple. See how beautiful the detail is looking? And this is the blouse. I've already fixed the sleeve. Don't worry, I will show you how the drop shoulder was made, how I fixed the sleeve. I modified the sleeve to get this drop shoulder. I'll show you every bit of it. Just ensure that you turn on your notification bell and also subscribe. So here is what I have. I'm just going ahead to tack it down on the blouse. Now after tacking it down, I'm going to use applique, disconstructed lace, and place it on that rough edge. That is just it, to cover the roughness of that tip. Now this is how to fix this structured detail, and yeah, you can see what I have already. I hope you learned a thing or two. Let me know what you think in the comments. Ensure you react to this video, like, comment, share, and of course, if you're seeing my channel for the first time, do well to subscribe, because it will be worth it. I can assure you, it will be worth it. Now this is what I have. If you want, you can push it down to be like off shoulder. You can push it up, just depending on what you want. You can see how beautiful it's looking already. This is really lovely. Just take a look at the blouse. You can see the cup, 3 cup style. I'll still go ahead to embellish this blouse more. I will be embellishing it more. I'll be trimming out, deconstructing more of those laces. If you watch the sleeve, you see that I've not finished it up. I'm still going to attach more of the appliques on this dress. Even this back side, I'm going to attach more, okay? And I'll be showing you every bit of what I did. Don't worry. This is so beautiful. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Do well to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also don't fail to turn on your notification bell so that you will be the first to know each time I upload my lovely videos. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for always stopping by to watch my videos. I love you all, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.